CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. After nearly 3 decades, Canada has lost its measles elimination status. The Pan American Health Organization making that determination this morning. An outbreak which started in October has resulted in more than 5,000 cases across the country. Almost 2,000 were in Alberta. Our province has the most measles cases per capita in North America. Health Canada says the measles elimination status can be re-established once transmission of the current measles strain is interrupted for at least 12 months. Calgary's new City Council is getting its first look at the proposed budget for 2026. It includes a 5.4% tax increase for residential properties and a 1.3% jump for non-residential properties. Mayor Jeremy Farkas says he would like to see the residential portion reduced by at least half. The city is also looking to invest about $78 million in affordable housing. Budget deliberations begin in 2 weeks. The Canadian Federation of Independent Business is calling for the provinces to ditch the red tape that's holding back Canada's alcohol producers. In a report called Bottled Up, the CFIB says outdated rules continue to hold small craft beer, wine, and liquor producers from reaching new markets, even if that market is a neighboring province. The report says when American liquor was removed from Canadian shelves earlier this year, it opened space that could and should have been filled by small Canadian products. But the CFIB found rigid interprovincial rules and excessive red tape hindered Canadian producers from expanding their markets. A shed fire reignited this morning, and the wind may have been to blame. On Sunday afternoon, plumes of thick black smoke could be seen coming from Meredith Road in the northeast. A shed was significantly damaged, but it's now been destroyed after catching fire again this morning. The fire department says strong winds may have fanned some embers. Officials say the original fire is not considered suspicious, but it's still not clear what caused it. Another fire happened in the 500 block of 17th Avenue Southwest around 10:30 Sunday morning. This building is abandoned, the fire department says, because it is a brick building. The fire didn't breach the exterior, but there was smoke inside, so crews did have to ventilate the building. No one was injured. A group calling itself the Defenders of the Eastern Slopes has set up a blockade in the foothills, about 130 kilometers southwest of Calgary. They say they're stopping crews from building what they call an illegal bridge to access forest land scheduled for clear cutting. Kevin Green reports.
This bridge was ruled illegal by the Department of Fisheries and Oceans in 2023 and removed from the Highwood River. It had been installed by Spray Lake Sawmills, now West Fraser, to facilitate logging in the area. Earlier this year, DFO renewed the bridge's permit, sparking this protest by environmental groups who say it threatens endangered trout and the entire water supply in southern Alberta.
This bridge enables 13 more bridges to be installed in critical bull trout habitat, and we believe that DFO's approval of this permit is illegal, and we are working on challenging that.
Defenders of the Eastern Slopes built this wall, a physical and symbolic barrier blocking the road. They want the bridge permit revoked, calling it critical to preventing clear cutting in Kananaskis.
Once the bridge is in, then the logging will be able to proceed in the uplands of the watershed, and which will degrade the habitat and degrade the water quantity and quality.
The Department of Fisheries and Oceans disagrees with these protesters, saying in a written statement, impacts to fish and fish habitat are expected to be avoided, minimized, or offset. West Fraser says the area is part of its annual harvest plan approved by the province for sustainable forest management, telling CTV, we consider all aspects of the forest like water sources, wildlife habitat, recreation, wildfire risks, traditional and cultural use. All critical habitat watercourses will have a minimum 30-meter buffer, with other areas receiving even greater protection. Those gathered at the wall don't buy that explanation.
We don't really understand the full impact of this watershed necessarily. Things that happen here are going to have an effect all the way down, all the way across the prairies.
Protesters say they'll stay put until the permit is revoked and say they're prepared to fight the issue in court if necessary. Kevin Green, CTV News, Kananaskis.
Hundreds attended the Motion Ball Gala over the weekend to raise money for the Special Olympics. The gala began 24 years ago as a way to encourage young professionals to give back to their community. Special Olympians also attended to share their accomplishments. All the proceeds go directly to the Special Olympics Canada Foundation to ensure teams can afford uniforms, equipment, and to travel to tournaments. Organizers say being part of the Special Olympic program is eye-opening.
Life-changing to hear their stories of being bullied and picked on when they were younger, and how much of a peer group and life skills that have been brought forward to them by being involved with Special Olympics. You know, growing up as a jock myself, playing a lot of sports, I took it for granted what sports was giving me.
The evening included musical performances and a silent auction with the goal of raising $50,000. Next year's Country Thunder is moving from mid-August to late June. The new dates for the festival are June 26th to the 28th at Confluence Park. 2026 will be the 10th year for the event in Calgary, and organizers say the new date will deliver the perfect kickoff to summer. People who've already bought tickets will be able to use them for the new dates or get a full refund by November 24th. The first acts will be announced in early December. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online at ctvnews.ca/Calgary.